Hi everyone, my name is Renee. I'm the Student Recruiter Advisor for North Island College at the Campbell River campus. Today we're going to be talking in depth about our Coastal Forestry Technology Diploma program, and I'm joined with our lead instructor, Coleen MacLean Marlowe. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Renee. Thanks for having me today.
Awesome. So Colleen's going to be speaking much more in depth about the program, what you're going to learn, how you're going to learn it, and what that's going to look like as a job after you're done the program. And I'm going to speak more generally about NIC and some admissions pieces. So let us dive on in. So we, again, talking about the Coastal Forestry Technology Diploma. It is a program that is based out of our Campbell River campus, and it starts in September. So September 2020 is our next cohort. It's a 2-year in length program, and really it's about providing you the skills and technical skills to a valuable member of the BC forestry management sector. Applications are open, so I'm going to pass it over to Coleen to just talk a little bit more about it and what you're going to learn. So over to you, Coleen.
Hi, everyone. I'm very, very excited actually to have this program in the North Island. Up until this point, there's only been 5 colleges in British Columbia that offer a forest technology program. So we will hopefully be the 6th. We've worked very hard over the last few years to develop the curriculum for this. We've worked very closely with industry partners and employers on the North Island to make sure that our curriculum and our training is aligned with the skills that they need and want in the forest sector here. Then I think the next slide will give you an example of some of our courses. So this is the first semester of the Forest Technology Diploma program. The reason we're kind of showcasing the first semester separately here is because we also have a second program which says Coastal Forest Worker Certificate, which is a 4-month course geared at providing the skills to get people into entry-level jobs in the forest industry. It's a nice taste tester to see if you kind of like the industry. And these are the same courses in the Forest Worker Certificate as the first semester of the diploma, so it offers a nice partnership and kind of a laddering capability. You can choose to do the 4-month certificate, or you can choose to do the 2-year technical diploma. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a list of industry certifications. Now, those certifications are generally what employers would like to see or have to offer their employees, new employees. So they are a mandatory part of our curriculum. And if you have a current certificate in those, then you can definitely opt out of them, but otherwise we will require you to take those in your first year, so you're ready for your summer employment. Second, third, and fourth semester, we get into much more technically oriented and academic courses. They will still be very experientially oriented. As I said, that we're very focused on providing the hands-on experience that employers want to see when you show up on the job site. So every one of these programs will have a lecture and lab component to them, and we're very, very fortunate as well to where we're situated in Campbell River that we have the Beaver Lodge Forest Lands right across the road from the college, from the campus. So not only do we have access to that for field labs, we also have access to a variety of forest professionals and forest tenures through our industry partners and community partners. So we'll have access to industrial sites as well and active areas to, continue that kind of realistic job setting. This diagram shows that the unique pathways that we can offer at North Island College. We've partnered with School District 72 in Carey High. Carey High offers a 2-year forestry program as your optional science program. And if a student did the full 2 years at Carey High in their forestry program, you would receive dual credits for the North Island College first semester of the tech program and or the Coastal Forest Worker Certificate program. As well, if you did the Coastal Forest Worker Certificate, 4-month certificate, went out into work and then came back a year later and said, I really like that, now I'd like to get my tech diploma, you could do that as well, as long as you meet the basic assessment requirements. Additionally, for grade 12 English and math, then you can ladder right into the Coastal Forest Technology. That TFT eligible you see there means training forester technologist with the Association of BC Forest Professionals. So that's an accreditation that we hope to be able to offer you. And university transfer underneath there is also something that we're working towards with other post-secondary institutions, colleges and universities in Western Canada, so that you could take your credits from our 2-year technology program and transfer them elsewhere towards an undergrad in forestry or environmental management. So the accreditation I spoke about with the Association of BC Forest Professionals, that's the association in British Columbia that is our licensing body as a professional. So I myself am a registered professional forester, have been for over 20 years. Prior to that, I started my career as a technologist. So I have a tech diploma, and then I went back and did 3 years and did my degree, and later in life decided to do a master's, and and I'm a registered forest professional. So there's many pathways in that cohort, and part of that professional team, and technologists are a very vital link of that team. This training subsidy is maybe important to those of you who are already working in the forest industry but are lacking credentials and maybe want those credentials to move forward. Employers in BC are eligible for training grants to let their employees in groups or singly for employees to continue their training or to gain credentials. And these 2 grant programs are out there right now. So if you're interested in them and you think your employer might be, this is something you might want to bring before them.
All right, thank you. That's fantastic. So I'm going to be speaking a little bit around admissions. So as Coleen mentioned earlier, there's really just 2 admission requirements. So they're looking at a C in your English 12 and a C in your Principles of Math 11 or 11. So you don't need to take all of those courses, it's just one of the list. If you've been out of school for a while or you just feel like you need a refresher, we can also do an assessment to determine if you meet admissions into this program. And we also have upgrading. So again, there's a lot of different entry points, and NAC also recognize, prior work experience and prior learning. So just come chat with us if you have questions, because we're definitely here to help you with that. Upgrading, if you're feeling like, hey, I really actually just want to upgrade to meet those admission requirements, I don't want to assess, you can get your entry requirements through North Island College tuition free. So definitely reach out to us and we can get you on that path so you can work towards, pursuing your ultimate goal and that ultimate career that you have envisioned for yourself. Domestic fees, so they are broken down on this chart via year 1 and year 2. Tuition is the cost of the course. So that's what you're actually paying to learn the program. NISU fees is our student unions fee, and then our lab fees and books, that's covering the technology and equipment that you're going to be using. The books cost is an estimate for planning purposes only. And then students are also automatically put into a health and dental plan. You can opt out of that if you show that you do have coverage. So it's just a breakdown, but what's really important to know is we have support for you financially. NAC is an access institution, so we're able to keep our tuition lower than other institutions like bigger universities, but we also are super proud of our NAC Foundation. They do really hard work raising funds for our students in the form of bursaries and scholarships. So last year they gave away over $500,000 to our students, which is amazing. So the application deadline is Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. You will have needed to apply to a program and have a student number before you'll be able to work on this financial aid application. We also have dedicated financial aid advisors to help you make a budget, make a financial plan, apply for loans, get your grants ready. Really, they're there to support you. So I really encourage any incoming students and returning students to check in with our financial aid advisor for extra support in that regard. Now, Coleen and I wanted to spend a moment to talk about what's that learning environment going to be like, the NAC experience. So a few things to note, and Coleen, I'll pass it over to you in a moment, is we have small classes. We have expert faculty like Coleen. She's got a master's in this, so she's really dedicated a lot of time in her education to really becoming an expert. I'll also be talking about some student services. Coleen mentioned those pathways. We collaborate very closely with our industry and other schools. So Coleen, can you maybe talk about what, in your experience, that environment is like for students learning?
Well, this picture you're seeing is our Coastal Forest Certificate pilot class that we graduated last in January, actually, in Port Alberni. And it was a great experience on both sides, I think. It was a partnership with Western Forest Products and the Credit First Nation in Port Alberni. And we had small classes. We had wonderful instructors that are all professionals in their current area of expertise. So much more important than having a master's is the fact that they are current working professionals at the leading edge of whatever their profession is, or their area of expertise in their profession is. So we had a professional cruiser teach timber cruising, we had a professional engineer teach engineering and harvesting. And those unique combinations or collaborations with our industry partners make this possible. And I think it's important, to have that time, that access to the expertise and the one-on-one time with your instructor to get those applied skills.
Definitely. And I think building that relationship with your various instructors, like they're the ones who are teaching you, mentoring you, and coaching you. And they're really your connection to industry. So when you're out ready to look for jobs, they're a great connection to have inherently. And Colleen's going to talk a bit about jobs you may be getting out of the program. But quickly, I just want to talk about student services. These are services the college provides various staff to support student success in tandem with your faculty. So that includes educational advisors who help with anything from course selection to program exploration, getting assessments done. We also have employment services to help you write a resume, hunt for jobs, prep for your interview. We also have personal counseling and dedicated Aboriginal advisors to support our Aboriginal students. We also have something called the Department of Accessible Learning, and they provide a wide range of supports and resources for students with different learning needs. So if you have an IEP or individual education plan, you can reach out to that department, and I'm happy to connect you. And then our Library and Learning Commons on campus provides peer tutoring, math support, writing support, tech services, which I use all the time, as well as research support. So these are just a few things, but very similarly to your classroom environment being tight-knit, we're a smaller community college, so we really get to know our students and build relationships and support you. So you're going to be well supported, whether you're in the classroom or working in the library or coming into student services. So our contact information is on the screen right now. Please feel free to reach out to Coleen or myself via email or phone. We'd be so thrilled to chat with you more, answer your questions. I can definitely support future students around things like how to apply, is this a good fit for me? And Coleen can really dive into those industry specific questions that you might have. So Coleen, do you have any last comments, or can you maybe share about what that career might look like after you're done this diploma program?
Yeah, so when you finish a 2-year technologist diploma, you qualify as a technologist in training. And what that looks like is the first 2 years of your career, and you're with your employer, you're being mentored by another forest professional in a position like timber cruiser, forest engineer, junior forest engineer, silvicultural technician, a GIS analyst, a timber appraisal specialist, any of those, wildfire specialist. And over that 2 years, you learn your trade, your profession, and then eventually through a series of accreditation steps, you become a registered professional technologist. Entry-level, those are not really entry-level jobs, those are technologist-level jobs. Really start anywhere in the range between $25 to $35 an hour, $23 to $35 an hour actually. So I'm not sure how that works out to Renae, an annual salary. But
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, decent working salary for right out of university, I think. And forestry,
Oh,
really,
yeah.
I was speaking to somebody from the BC government, BC Timber Sales, and the Forest Service a few weeks ago at a craft or career fair before all this happened. And they were telling me that out of the other 5 colleges in BC currently graduate 100 students, around 100 students a year, and that's simply not enough to replace the positions that they're losing to attrition and retirement. So there's a number of jobs out there, and it's a wonderful, healthy industry on the coast. We definitely go through cyclical times, but there are lifelong careers available, and we're looking for people to fill those positions, and we will be for some time to come.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coleen, for just sharing your insight to this program and putting the program together. It's going to be really exciting to see it. And again, that program is going to be starting September 2020 at our Campbell River campus. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and we hope you have a fantastic day.